So again, my name's Greg Russell. I'm the project manager for BHB. We're doing the design for Mass DOT. This is Route 6 from Faunce Corner Mall Road to Hathaway Road. So again, this is the project area. We're basically starting just on the east side of Faunce Corner Mall Road, and then carrying through past Hathaway to kind of tie the new signal there back in and tie the improvements back into the to existing. This is part of a multi-phase project, with the next phase being to the east, going from the easterly limits of this project to the New Bedford city line. And the general purpose of this project is to improve traffic congestion along the corridor and then upgrade pedestrian and bicycle accommodations throughout the corridor. This will replace a structurally deficient bridge that's located just east of the Faunce Corner Mall Road intersection. This was kind of added in once the project started. So that's kind of what we're working on now. The overall project is approximately 1,900 linear feet with an overall cost of approximately $14 million. The corridor has, I think that was a holdover, but there's obviously it's a heavily utilized corridor with retail along the corridor and on at either end. And then the idea of the project will provide a shared use path on the south side of the corridor, which will be full width, 10-foot shared use path with a buffer. And then there'll be a sidewalk on the north side that terminates at Hathaway Road. And then people will be able to cross to the shared use path or continue up Hathaway Road. And then the sidewalk there won't be a sidewalk on the north side along the golf course property. So just a kind of view of the corridor. It's obviously multi-lane, heavily utilized corridor. The fire station, see on the right, the fire station is on the left side, on the north side of Route 6. Here's just a general overview of what the proposed plan is. Again, we'll be implementing the new signal at Hathaway Road and Tucker. We're currently, the intent is to remove the existing concrete slab that is under the roadway now and replace it, redo the entire subsurface reconstruction. We decided that once the water main is being replaced and once the drainage got replaced, the concrete slab would be kind of turned into Swiss cheese, so it made more sense to take it out. So just next steps, we're currently just waiting for our completion of our SU, which is the detailed subsurface utility exploration. We're expecting that some point this month. They started that back in August. So, and then again, we're looking to have accepted right-of-way plans this spring, so that state right-of-way can begin their process. Once we get the SU, 100% design plans will be advanced for submission later this spring, with advertisement scheduled for next spring, 2026.
Right. Perfect.
So with that, I'll turn it over to Tom to answer any questions.
Thanks very much, Craig. Great job. Does anyone have any questions or concerns?
Hey, Tom, it's Chris. I'll ask a question while I got y'all here.
All right.
Was a roundabout ever considered for that intersection of Route 6 and Hathaway, or is that area just too small
It's
or not supported?
I think this project, roundabouts are always considered at the conceptual stage. That particular intersection is just too high volume to implement a roundabout that would make things better. I think it would. I think it proved to be not the best choice there.
Okay,
We are
got it.
installing new state-of-the-art signal equipment so that these signals will communicate with their adjacent neighbors and adjust their timing accordingly based on traffic volumes. And we think that, along with the redistribution of the lanes and the added pedestrian accommodation and bike accommodation, should make things safer and the whole thing function more optimally than it does now. I know it's a real congestion nightmare out there. We think this project will improve on that.
Awesome. Appreciate the insight, and those smart signals should be great, especially with the signalized intersections kind of going 1, 2, 3 down that stretch. So thanks.
Yep.
Tom, are those just coordinated, or are they going to be the adaptive signal control technology out there?
I think it's adaptive signal control.
Okay, great. Thank you.
The intent was to use adaptive and carry it through the next phase.
Right, with the adjacent project, right, Craig?
Thanks.
Yeah. So this, oh, I'm sorry.
Sorry, Tom, I wanted to just chime in. John Gray, bike and ped planner here at Serpent. Certainly supportive, glad to see the shared use path. Greg, you had mentioned there would be a buffer between the shared use path and the roadway. Do you have a sense on what that width would be, as well as if there would be any kind of vertical deflection, or, is it just kind of a curb, or is it just okay? So it just planted.
So it's a 3.5 to 4 foot buffer, depending on what's at the back of the path. We'll get it as wide as we can. And then we'll have the 6-inch curb along the roadway. We're not expecting any plantings or anything that would require significant maintenance.
Right.
Yeah, I guess that was my other question, is for that 3 to 4 foot buffer, what would that material be if not a landscape buffer?
At the moment, it'll either be a grassed, or it'll be in some places it'll be either not decorative, but a different texture, some type of different texture to provide an obvious buffer.
Great.
So,
thank you so much, Craig. I appreciate that.
Yep.
Good. Yeah.